Yeah, good morning, my good friends all around the world. Today we are somewhere else. Today we are in Mount Edgecombe, here in northern part of Durban, part of Etequini. Mount Edgecombe is one of the first sugar cane estates, which was founded here in the northern part of Durban. And out of that came a wonderful big development. It was that a lot of people moved to the northern part of Durban and established wonderful golf courses, as we see here in the background. With the golf course estate came residential estates. There is an old age home here, there's a hospital here, and there is country living. Mount Edgecombe belongs today to one of the most looked after residential areas we're having here in Durban. It's named after the Earl of Mount Edgecombe in the United Kingdom. And today we're starting our little tour here at the golf estate outside Phoenix. We're going to Phoenix, one of the historic places of the city of Durban. I would like to take you there, and I believe you will enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, on our tour through Durban, we are here now in the center of Phoenix. We just showed you the entrance of Phoenix, and we are very amazed of what we came to the oldest primary school which was established here in Phoenix already in the late 1800s. It was the primary school was there for the first sugarcane workers in the sugarcane plantation here at the outskirts of Durban. In those days there was nothing here between and Durban. And I'm here standing in a very historic place where things happened, and also happened lately in the last 30 years, when we had our changes in our government here in South Africa, when we had our first national election, and of course we had also icons of politics which are represented here. Today I'm meeting here Mr. Tiadari. He is principal here of the school, and he will give us some information. Mr. Tiadari, please tell us about what is so amazing and something special about your school.
Well, the school is a historic school built by the descendants of indentured laborers that worked on the sugarcane plantation and the mill. These were very poor people, but from the meager wages, they set aside a fraction of their wages to build the school. So obviously it is a very historic school. As the school has transformed, it now services disadvantaged learners from over 23 different areas. Inanda, Komashu, Blackburn, Bedlam, and the learners travel to the school. In 1997, Nelson Mandela visited the school. He had opened our school library, and by his intervention, we got the covering done and the school boundary wall. Mr. Mandela had a huge focus on education and a unifying factor in our country. This wall was trying to symbolize those icons whose values are very close to what we try to inculcate. Mahatma Gandhi obviously played a great role in unifying people. Nelson Mandela, the father of our nation. Desmond Tutu in the Truth and Reconciliation activities, and obviously Mother Teresa. The values that these icons portray is something that we try to inculcate in our curriculum and in the ethos and culture of our school, and hopefully that our learners will take heed of those values. On our stage, we have, which you'll see just now, I tried to depict the history of the school. And as the school transformed, we must not forget how the school originated and where it came from, and what those people stood for. Because in times of transformation, you tend to forget the origins and the hardships and the challenges that one had overcome. And I thought that was an important thing to depict.
Very nice. Tell me something, how many learners do you have in the school today?
We have close to 600 learners from grade R to grade 7, where we have 2 classes per grade. And obviously during the COVID time, we had to re-engineer, restructure, and there are some educators on leave. So we only can accommodate a few classes, COVID classes at a time.
Yes, I understand.
And so we rotate them, giving every grade an opportunity to attend school. We teach and then give them a whole lot of work to be done, which they complete at home.
And from your school, they are being filtered into the high schools around the area or around the city in general?
No, we feed to high schools across the city.
Very
Because
good.
remember, all the learners are not from the area.
Yes.
And high schools usually accommodate learners that in the vicinity.
Yes.
So, like I said, our learners come from 20 different areas.
Yes.
It's deep Inanda, Komashu, Vedlam, the whole wide range of areas.
Very good. Thank you very much for this interview, sir.
You're welcome.
And it was an enlightening for us to be here at the oldest primary school in Phoenix, and it was wonderful that you could spend time with us. Thank you very much. And you say Namaste?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank-
I thought it was important that we depict the history of the school, and this has just been the stage and the backdrop. Shows the Indian indentured laborers working in the sugarcane plantation and in the mill, and these poor people earned a meager salary, from which a fraction was given towards the building of the school. And as the school transformed, we thought it was important that everyone remembers how the school originated and how it was founded. Obviously, this wall depicts reading and literacy, which is very important and as a core part of our curriculum. The picture encourages our learners to read. The value of reading is highlighted, and we got a picture of learners playing sport here. The school always try to deliver holistic education, and sport plays a big part in our curriculum. With all our challenges in terms of finance and resources, we still try to ensure that our learners are playing sport.
Three.
What we try to depict here is the range of words and values that we try to inculcate in our learners. Now, most of our learners are English second language learners, and they are visual learners. So by depicting the words on the leaf, it's something that they will remember. Like I said before, we service learners from over 20 different underprivileged areas. So our greatest challenge is resource, money. School fees is not coming, and we collect about 27% of school fees. Just because the school is in Mount Edgecombe, which is an affluent area, but the school itself is a poor school. We are rated as a Quintile 5 school, and we receive 92,000 Rand a year to run. So finance is always a problem. So the school is forced to embark on a range of fundraising activities to raise money, and which personally, I don't like, because fundraising cuts into the teaching and learning time, and I as a principal would want the maximum use of that time for the purpose of teaching and learning. It's the challenge that the governing body and educators are trying to address, but on a daily basis, we are always looking for sponsorship or engaging with NGOs and MPOs on the various ways in which they can help the school and help the learners.
How's my finger?
Wonderful things happen at Natest school here in Phoenix. Just spoke to the principal, and here's his team. And what they're doing to feed the children. They feed the children a very solid meal. And this is rice and nice vegetables. We also have been invited, but it's too early, it's 9:45, but it's a breakfast. And they're having here every day, they are getting a solid breakfast, a solid meal, and later on if they stay for lunch also. Very important that it's not often we see this around the world that the kids are being fed, but they are doing their utmost in these days where money is really very, very difficult, to feeding the children a wonderful plate of food. And they're all here. They're about, today we see a number of them, there's more coming, but I just wanted to let you know that good things do happen in this country. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So, what are we going to eat today?
It's rice with a mutton stew.
Rice and mutton stew.
Yes.
Is it hot?
Yes.
Is it a nice Indian mutton stew? Oh, that's lovely. I love Indian food. It's my favorite.
Proof is in the tasting.
Yes, I love Indian food. It's one of my favorite cuisines. And I see, ladies, you are having a wonderful touch here of plating it and giving it to the kids. You do it with love. I know that. I can see that.
Yes.
Thank you for the great work you're doing. Thank you, sir, for the great work you're doing. Thank you. Mr. Salidari, it was wonderful to be here with you this morning, and I believe we have got one more special icon which we want to mention here this morning, a man who is not only, we say, the founder or the father of this nation, but also a statesman in the world. One of the unique statesmen which we ever had, portrayed peace and reconciliation and forgiveness. Mr. Salidari, please mention to us of this wonderful visit you had.
Okay, that was before my time, but in 24th July in 2015, Mr. Nelson Mandela visited the school to open the school library. He chose Natest because of the rich history of the school, and obviously he had the opportunity to go to one of many schools in the area, but he chose to visit us, and we are eternally grateful for that. After his visit, the school was known as Madiba School. He opened the library, and together with that, he brought in a lot of sponsorship for the to refurnish the library and provide reading resources for learners. And that carried us going forward, where other NGOs and MPOs wanted to engage with the school and to continue the work of Nelson Mandela, to help the school in obviously literacy, which has been the cornerstone of education. The bulk of our learners are the English second language speakers, so language is a huge challenge for our learners. But reading itself, it's something that we work tirelessly try to address at the school, and we were very fortunate that the other MPOs have come on board to assist us in that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Salidari. And I will present this video to various different bodies.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm going to, because the one which we are also representing through Durban, through the tourism and also through the ICP, International Cities of Peace, which is linked to the United Nations, their major statement is also education. Education and coming together and presenting peace through education, through culture, and through various different roads people have gone.
I think to follow up on that, that is one of the or some of the values that we try to inculcate: nation building, human values, and we get lots of visitors from all across the globe that want to come through and visit Madiba School. We welcome visitors from all over the world. You're free to come and visit us and engage with us.
Thank you very much.
And see how we can help each other, especially for the benefit of all learners.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time. And I believe it will be a new beginning also for the school through different, when COVID is finished, I believe we can send a lot of volunteers. I've got actually from the German school in Berlin yesterday a lady teacher. She actually asked me if we take volunteers in schools. Maybe I can give her your name. Her name is Kerstin, and she's very interested in sending some volunteers from Germany to work in the schools in South Africa.
That'll be awesome. We welcome that type of engagement, and obviously it helps our staff develop themselves, learn new strategies to address our challenges that we are faced, and we as a school principal, we welcome that type of engagement.
That's from Berlin to Durban.
And from Durban to Berlin.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sure.
Have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day. Thank you.
Thank you.